Hey, what's up everyone? It's Matt here, and like I did in a previous video, I'm going to take my glasses off because the glare from them might be a little much. Anyway, I just went to VidCon, and I'm sure you probably knew that because Jabril and I made a video doing a Q&A, but I still wanted to talk about some of the things that happened and that I felt during VidCon. I was a volunteer for VidCon this year, so I didn't really get to go to too many panels or anything, but I did have two really meaningful experiences. The first was a PBS Digital Studios party that Jabril and I went to on the first day of VidCon. Tiny bit of backstory, Jabril and I shared an Airbnb together in Anaheim, which that might have been obvious with the Q&A and the time we spent with each other. But also, for those of you who don't know, Jabril edits video for Diana Cowan, who is the physics girl. So he was invited to this PBS party, and he took me along as his +1, his date. And so we went there, and it was really cool. There were people like Craig from Wheezy Waiter, Joe from It's Okay to Be Smart, Vanessa from Braincraft, Jake Roper from Vsauce 3, and a bunch of others that I'm not even remembering at this point, because it was just filled to the brim with lots of cool people. While I was talking to Jake, I also filmed a video with him for Jack, which maybe I'll put up as an extra on this channel, just because Jack really likes Jake and didn't get a chance to come to VidCon this year. Anyway, the people were all nice and really interesting, and the conversations were great, and it made me want it. It made me want to be someone there. I went to this party because I was a +1, and I want to develop my YouTube channel and just everything else to the point where maybe I could be invited to something like that, not as a +1, but because I'm on the list of people who would be invited. I would be comfortable and okay with Conjecture not growing again and staying the same size it is right now, but just being at that party and interacting with all those cool people, YouTube EDU type people, it just really made me think, you know, if I tried really hard, I bet I could get there. So I'm going to be putting a lot more effort into that on Conjecture. Ironically, I haven't uploaded a video in more than a month on it, but once I get this big first video out of the way on my channel, all about emojis, you'll see a lot more stuff coming more regularly. Okay, the second meaningful experience I had was on the second day of VidCon. I didn't really have any plans for the night, and I knew there was a Nerdfighter concert with people like Wheezy Waiter, Triplo's Pony Club, and Hank Green and the Perfect Strangers. I went to that concert with a bunch of friends of mine. Some of them I had met years before, some of them days before, but the one thing they all had in common was that they were Nerdfighters and really liked the community. So I went to that concert with them, and it was just so much fun. I'm getting chills right now. It just, I don't know, it felt like I was totally comfortable and happy with every single one of them. And some of them I had literally just met the day before. I feel like some of the online communities of which I've been a member in the past year or so, I've taken for granted in the sense that I didn't realize how lucky I was to be in them and how cool they really are. And so now that's just not going to happen anymore. I'm doing a lot more stuff to get involved with community-based projects, appearing on different channels and in more ways on this channel and on Conjecture as well. So VidCon this year, for me, left me with two things. A desire to keep making content and keep making better educational content, a desire the strength of which I haven't ever felt up until this point. And then also just the awesome people I am surrounded by, offline and online. Jabril, Liz, Oliver, Jacqueline, just too many names. It's hard to explain how much this communal aspect meant to me, so I'm just gonna leave you with some of the video I took during the Nerdfighteria concert and hope that you feel some of the same ways that I did. Thanks, and I'll see you later.
Louder!